guys, welcome to this week's Sunday Spin, where we share the music that we're spinning this week. I'm Terry, here with Laura, as always. Very excited about this week. A couple things, submissions just closed for Camp Pennsylvania. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who took the time to submit. We have seen submissions from everywhere, as far as Thailand, up in Canada, down in Puerto Rico, all over the States. It is absolutely crazy the amount of talent there is out there. I am sure that Laura and I can safely say that you will see some bands definitely come through our show, because there's just some stuff we can't put down. We cannot put down. But yes, I'm very excited. If you do get selected, we will be starting to call you real soon. In the next few weeks, we still have some bands that we are duking it out. This is not an easy process. We do have a committee, about 15 people behind us that are all working, trying to decide who are our top 24. And, you know, there may be some opportunities for more. I don't want to say too much too soon, but just keep checking in with us. Don't need to contact us. We'll contact you. And again, a big thank you. Big thank you again for coming out and, you know, believing in us and our crazy little dream. But Sunday Spin isn't necessarily about camp, it's about music. So Laura, who are you spinning this week?
You guys, okay, so this came out almost a year ago, February 26th, 2021. It's freaking Mikey Erg, you guys, okay? And if you know
That's all I've been listening to.
Yeah, if you know me, you know that I can't get enough of anything that this man does. He obviously was part of the Ergs, Star Fucking Hipsters, Warriors, and just literally anything in punk rock, really, he's had his hands in. And like I said, I just love everything that he does. This is just a self-titled, just Mikey Erg, self-titled. It's 10 songs, 25 minutes long. It was released on Rad Girl Records out of Dayton, Ohio. And I really, again, I just can't tell you guys how much I love this. It's just the definition of straight up pop punk in just the most pure form. And it leans more toward the punk side, which obviously that's where my heart goes. So you can tell why I really love this. I love that melodic kind of style. I like the way that he writes. I love the way that he changes his voice a little bit. So we'll just get right into it. The first song I'm going to talk about is a cover of one of my all-time favorite songs, Going to Pass L'Aqua by Green Day. This song is perfect on its own, and it's literally a classic. Those old Green Day albums they have a huge place in my heart. And the way that Mikey does this, he kept it pretty close to the same style here. He changed things around a little bit, but I really love the way that his voice goes with this kind of song, and it really had me excited. I also really love Rumble Strip. It's my favorite track on here, and Terry, I know I've talked about this to you so many times. If I hear it once, it's like potato chips for me. I have to just keep going back. I listen to it 20 times in a row. This shit is so catchy, you guys. And all 10 tracks on here are so catchy. And again, that's just why I love him. Things are very simple here, but it's stuck in your head all day long. I really love the guitar in this. The song's just about being on the road a little bit too long, and I think that he nails it perfectly. And again, too, it's right in the title. It gets me excited, though. It's so good. The last song, though, is an acoustic song, and it was the standout track to me on here. And it's, I believe, the second to last song on here. It's called Good Mike. And there's this really gorgeous cello in here, too, that I just wasn't expecting at all. I'm going to be honest. I was like, oh, shit, as soon as I heard it. And it's thrown in here just beautifully. And the way that it mixes with his voice here is really great. He hits a way softer side here. And I read somewhere that he recorded this in his bathroom and then mixed it on his couch. And if you listen to the words, it's about loneliness. And I think that little backstory behind it, too, it just hits the nail on the head of what 2020 and 2021 were in a nutshell. Sitting in your bathroom, sitting on your couch, writing music, because what the fuck else are you supposed to do, you know? But I really loved the outcome of this song. I thought it was beautiful, and I encourage everybody to check out anything that Mikey Erg does. And I also want to shout out my friend Bob from Philadelphia for sending me a hard copy of this, because he knows how much I love Mikey Erg. So Bob, we love you. You're awesome. Thank you for your support. Terry, who are you spinning this week?
So I thought I'd go full circle. I went back to thinking, I was reminiscing the other day about our first episode when we started this back in November of, I think it was December is when we actually came out with our first, December 2nd. And I was thinking of the two bands that were on there, which is Debt Neglector and Protest the Hero, which I adore. And I was like, shit, Debt Neglector just released a new album back in November, so why not listen, see what's up. It's fantastic, by the way. Just put it out there. Fuck my review. Just go listen to it. But anyways, yeah, if you're gonna stick around for the review, opens up with the title song called "Dirty Water." Debt Neglector's album is 14 songs, 34 minutes. It's called "Dirty Water." These guys are in Florida. Talks about the country, and these guys are very political. If you want a very politically charged album, anything that they put out, even their last EP, was very, very strong. And I know their last EP, they were actually raising money for votes and stuff out in Arizona and those organizations. So this song definitely, as an opening, did not surprise me at all. The song is about how in America, like in Flint and some places in Georgia and other states, they still do not have clean water. And it's the same up here in Canada. We still have reserves up in Northern Ontario that don't have clean water. And, you know, we are voting these people and paying taxes. And the least we can get is fucking clean water, I would think. You know, maybe you guys some medical care too. But, you know, like, what the fuck, you know? And this is exactly what it is. It's got a very working class boy type sound to it. I couldn't really pinpoint throughout the album a style that they really stuck to. It's really all over the place. I really love them for that reason. You kind of get a little bit of everything. This one also has the xylophone comes in, and you know, last week I talked about Naked Ray Gun, and I think it's a xylophone. It could be a freaking triangle. I don't know, but a reason why I love that, and they do this, it's not so much the xylophone, but they do have different instruments that come through their songs in different ways, and it's never overpowering. It's just things that enhance the song, that just added that little bit of like, jazz it up a bit, but it's not overpowering. It doesn't take over the song, and I think it fits in perfectly. Now, we may start reminiscing to a certain post on Facebook that said, maybe my opinions on the trumpet. For
the record, I mean, I just thought that was funny.
I the internet that day.
Yeah, we did break the internet that day.
I don't hate the trumpet, but I do hate it when it becomes a gimmick. And I've always felt that way about anything, so don't take it personally. Bands who have trumpet players, it's not you, it's me, and we're okay with that. So, yeah, I really find that in this song, Dirty Water, the vocals are strong. They're strong throughout the whole album, but I'll definitely talk about the song that really like got me just loving it, which is Space Case. The song is a very strong skate song, skate punk. I loved it, but the message behind it too, and it's so funny because Laura and I, you know, we are 10 years apart. I am 10 years older. We are two different styles. We grew up in two different ways. Our technology was 10 years different, and this song it talks about the older punks and kind of like what goes into our mind as we are approaching our later years. And that's really, is there space in the scene for me? You know, we have all these kids that are coming up and doing great things and really coming out in the scene nice and strong. Is there a place for the older punks? And I really thought that this was a cool song because I never heard someone put it out in that way before. So it kind of had me thinking, oh shit, you know, is there a place for me in the scene? I'm going to say
yes, there is, Terry.
I know there is. But as I get older, you know, I turned 40 this year, later on, a little bit later on, not right now. I'm going to stick to 39. But, you know, when I hit 50 or even 60, and that stuff is happening sooner rather than later for me. And, you know, is there going to be a scene? Am I going to be able to hop in the circle fit? Am I going to be able to? My body's already breaking down now, so I can only imagine how I'm going to do in about 20 years. And yeah, it definitely gets into like the thought process behind you know, space. I do believe there's a trumpet in the song as well, but it definitely did not overpower anything.
You so don't want to throw this one in the river.
They kind of had it just as part, and a band that does this also very much I find is No Effects. They kind of have little pieces of like instruments and stuff, and that it just jazzes it up. It just behind it. So I thought they did great. My last song I'm going to talk about very quickly is Sore Loser. It's a harder punk rock song. I really enjoyed it. Talks about the statues and like Confederate statues and wanting to destroy them, and the pieces of shit of people that want to just keep them up because of history. Very cool line. And this is, being asshole doesn't make you a patriot. I love to watch your stupid statues fall to shit. And yeah, I feel that way too. If we want to talk about history and have them put them in a fucking museum and then have a disclaimer saying that these people were pieces of shit for what they did. And I absolutely, completely agree with the messaging behind this. The whole messaging behind the whole album is fantastic. You guys do need to check them out. It's Debt Neglector, Dirty Water. Laura, I guess this comes to our shout out.
Okay, you guys. So, LA hardcore band Sweat. Get on it right now. They're on Pirates Press. This track came out in December. It's called Hit and Run, and it's coming. It's off of their upcoming album called Gotta Give. I believe it comes out on February 4th. Pre-orders are up right now, but you guys, holy shit. This is a hard-hitting band. Her vocals here are just unbelievable. It makes me want to break shit. I listened to their other EP and it's fantastic. So this full length is something that everyone should get really stoked for. Go pre-order right now, because this is going to be something I think that we're going to see exploding here really soon. Terry, who are you shouting out this week?
So last week, as you know, I had Naked Reagans. It can't have one without the other. So this week I went with the Bollweevils. They came out with a 2-song EP back in September. It's the best they've ever sounded. They do have an album coming out later, I want to say in the spring of this year. But the 2 songs that they put out, which is Liniment Tonic and then Black Hole in My Mind, is really great. Daryl's vocals really shine through these albums. A big problem I have with the Bollweevil albums, even though they are fantastic lyrically and musically, I always thought that Daryl was kind of like hidden in with the band versus putting him up front. And with his vocals, that's something you shouldn't really, he should be center stage. And as the vocalist, I find that they did that with these 2 songs. They really put him front and center, had the band actually back up the singer. Fuck, it's ever good. Liniment Tonic makes you want to dance. I play that shit all the time. I really do like how they are kind of family friendly. I want to say that, in a sense. Maybe not quite, but it's something my kids can dance to. And even my husband, who doesn't listen to punk at all, actually thought this was okay. Which is saying a lot, so fantastic. Black Hole in My Mind is something that we all sing here. It's like a giant chorus. We're all off key. It all sounds horrible. You love it because it's so good. I'm very excited. It's going to be their, I guess, newest album since 1999, I want to say. So I am here for it. Very excited. Laura, who's our music video for this week?
So our video this week is brought to you guys by our Arizona pals, Love Let Me Down. And this is their latest video, came out mid-December for a track called Jameson on Ice. You guys can go pick this album up. They've got some really awesome merch. This has a really pop punky kind of no use for a name vibe to it. It reminds me of those earlier 90s kind of bands. And again, great people putting out great music. All the more reason you should go and give them all your money. And we will see you guys next week.
conversation flow like